Hello, my name is Scott Radosevich, and I thank you for watching my video today. In response to the 4 videos that we watched as a part of the course material for the week, one of the things that stuck out to me watching all 4 videos was the open-ended questions that were used by the counselors. The open-ended questions a lot of times were used as a part of the invitation to get the client to open up and begin to really talk about what it was that was bothering them. The counselors used phrases such as, how is it that you'd like to start, or what is it that brought you in to see us today? Those are good ways to get the clients to really start talking. Because the point is to get the clients talking and for the counselor to remain in a listening position. Another example of how open-ended questions were used, or during the dialogue, if counselors needed clarification, or if they were starting to get maybe confused about what the client was talking about, they may bring things back, use open-ended questions to bring things back into focus. For example, in the 4th video, the young man had been elaborating about the relationship between him and his father and how things were just, he just was very frustrated, and it was starting to get a little confusing about exactly what it was that the client specifically was bothered about. And so the counselor asked him, what is it that is bothering you now at this point in time? So that allowed the client to kind of refocus and speak specifically about what it was that he was there for that day. On the opposite end, the open-ended questions were the use of closed-ended questions, yes or no questions. And invariably, these were used for very specific purposes from what I could tell. It appeared to be that the counselors would use them for validation or clarification. As in the case of the first video, the counselor asked the young lady, so it's the relationship that is your main concern? Because she was talking about lots of things besides the relationship that bothered her, his work, how people treated her, her perception of things. So he kind of wanted to focus it in and say, so yeah, so it's the relationship that's what's really bothering you. And she said yes. Another example was in the 3rd video where the young lady was talking about how upset she was that not only that she felt like she had to take care of everybody, but that her brother, who was back in town, was not really helping her out with what she perceived he needed to be doing. And so he focused in on that and said somehow he should be as upset as you. And she said yes, that she did feel that way. So those are ways that closed-ended questions can be used to kind of really focus in. A third thing that really stuck out to me was how the counselors would reflect on what the clients were saying, what they perceived them to be saying. For example, in the 4th video, the counselor, makes the comment to say that he seems that he's angry with his father, and the client seems really surprised, and he says, well, I really thought that I was frustrated, but now that you mention that, I am angry. I think the word to use is upset. I am upset about it. So in a way, it's offering some insight to the client by giving that reflection of feeling. Of course, all of the counselors at the end of the sessions made a good job of paraphrasing what they believed they had heard, summarizing it, and waiting for the client to validate, yes, that is the intent. So those are just some of the core counseling skills that were relayed in the video. As far as is it what I was expecting to see, I have been a client in counseling sessions before, and as a part of the Liberty University Bachelor's Program for Psychology Christian Counseling, which I finished up in July, we had to watch a lot of videos, simulated client counselor videos, and this was very much in line with those kinds of things, so I wasn't really surprised. Each counselor has a very unique style, and so you see 2 or 3 videos of the same counselor, and you begin to see what their rhythm is, what their style is. So it was more or less what I was expecting. Again, thank you for watching the video, and I look forward to watching some of the videos of the other participants in the class. Thank you.